This is Gas and Go on the CC Racing Channel. I'm Christian Coppola. Although there have been no formal announcements from anybody within NASCAR, it has been all but confirmed that Justin Marks and Team Trackhouse will field the fourth entry in the Daytona 500 for Brazilian racing driver Helio Castroneves as part of their Project 91 initiative. The entry of Castroneves into this race adds to a who's who of open drivers committing to qualifying into the 2025 running of the Great American Race. Only 3 open drivers have been confirmed so far, but there are numerous other entries that have been rumored to submit a bid into this year's Great American Race. It is possible that there could be up to 10 open cars vying for 4 spots in the Daytona 500. It has been well documented for a while that Helio Castroneves has been trying to secure a ride for a NASCAR race for quite some time, and now Justin Marks has risen to the occasion and secured a ride for the 4-time Indianapolis 500 champion. Even though Helio does have a ride for the weekend, he will still need to qualify his way into the field against some very stacked competition, but if anybody can do it, it's him. Helio Castroneves has proven time and time again throughout his racing career that age is just a number. At age 46, the Brazilian driver won a record-tying 4th Indianapolis 500, placing him in an esteemed company that includes IndyCar legends A.J. Foyt, Al Unser, and Rick Mears. As if that wasn't enough for him, Helio then went and won 3 straight Rolex 24s from 2021 to 2023, 1 for Wayne Taylor Racing and 2 with the Meyer Shank Racing Team he won his 4th Indianapolis 500 with. This impressive resume has made Castroneves a legend around the racing world, and he now looks to make a mark in the world's most famous stock car race. As previously mentioned, Castroneves' one-off with the NASCAR Cup Series comes courtesy of Justin Marks' Project 91 initiative, launched in 2022 to bring in international superstars from all over the globe to try out NASCAR. Although Project 91 started with 2007 F1 champion Kimi Räikkönen driving the Trackhouse machine into the wall at Watkins Glen, Project 91 is more well known for springboarding Australian Shane Van Gisbergen to racing stardom with a win in his maiden NASCAR race at the Chicago Street Course in 2023. That success snowballed into today, where SVG is now suiting up for his rookie NASCAR Cup Series season, driving the number 88 car alongside Trackhouse mainstays Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez. Now the question that everyone is going to have is, what should we expect from Helio Castroneves? Because yes, this is one of the greatest race car drivers of our generation, and yes, he's had success in everything he drives. But NASCAR is a different beast. Driving a stock car is going to be different from anything Helio has done in the past, but like I said before, if anyone can do it, it's him. Talking about it earlier, Castroneves is an open car, so he needs to qualify his way into the Daytona 500. There is still a scenario where Helio does not race in the Great American Race. Looking at Trackhouse's performance in qualifying at superspeedway races last year, these were fairly pedestrian numbers. The one thing that sticks out, a lot of sub-20th starting positions here. What you want to see for confidence that you can time your way in is improvement as the year went on last year. For Trackhouse, the numbers got worse as the season went on. It's clear they're not in a good spot to qualify well with the front rows and the Team Penske cars. What Helio needs to do to qualify on time is to be one of the top 2 open cars at the conclusion of time trials. Those 2 will be locked in. These stats that we see here average out to about a 23rd starting position. Last year, 3 open drivers qualified better than that 23rd position, so if the numbers hold up, Helio would have to rely on his finish in the duels in order to make the race. He would need to be the best finishing unclinched open car in his dual race in order to make the 500. Looking at where Chastain and Suarez finished at superspeedways last year, it's definitely harder to forecast because so much of superspeedway racing is based on driver tendency. However, I do think this would be a good measuring stick because these 2 drivers, Chastain and Suarez, what do they have in common? They are 2 of the most aggressive drivers in the Cup Series. As an IndyCar fan, I can tell you that Helio is one of the best drivers I've ever watched when it comes to calculated aggression, something that I think will bode well for him if he ends up in the situation where he has to race his way in. One thing to note about Project 91, although a small sample size, both drivers that have entered in the 91 car as a one-off have ended up running another race, so it is certainly possible that this won't be Helio's only NASCAR Cup Series start. There's a lot to be confident about when it comes to Helio coming into NASCAR. In the end, I do think he'll be able to race his way into the Daytona 500 and compete for a Harley J. Earl Trophy come that Sunday. For continued discussion, leave a comment below. That's it for Gas and Go. Thank you so much for watching.